Have you ever noticed how your baby can be completely ignoring a pile of expensive, crinkly toys, but the second your smartphone lights up across the room, they lock onto it like a heat-seeking missile? It is a universal parenting survival tactic to use a screen to get through a restaurant dinner or a long car ride, but it usually comes with a heavy dose of side guilt. Welcome back to the Baby Mind Coach. Today we are putting away the internet shame and looking directly at the fascinating neuroscience of what actually happens inside your baby's brain when they look at a screen and how we can protect their development without throwing our devices in the trash. To understand the digital brain, we have to look at how human connection literally shapes biology. The researchers at the Harvard Center on the Developing Child talk about a foundational process called serve and return. Think of it like a game of emotional tennis. Your baby smiles or babbles. That is a serve. You smile back and say, "I see you." That is the return. This back and forth interaction is the absolute premium fuel that builds the neural pathways for language, empathy, and logic. A screen, no matter how educational the app claims to be, is a tennis ball machine that only shoots balls out. It can never catch or return your baby's unique serves. Because a flat sheet of glass cannot read your baby's facial expressions or respond to their giggles, a child's brain under the age of 2 experiences what psychologists call the video deficit effect. Their immature brains structurally struggle to transfer 2-dimensional pixels into 3-dimensional real-world learning. Let's look at how this plays out in real life across different stages, because a screen affects an infant completely differently than a toddler. Imagine an 8-month-old sitting on the living room rug while a colorful children's show plays on the TV in the background. The baby isn't even watching it. They are playing with their blocks. To us, it feels like harmless background noise. But neurologically, that infant brain is experiencing auditory crowding. Because their auditory cortex is still under construction, they can't filter out the TV buzz to hear the subtle language sounds you are making nearby. It's like trying to learn a foreign language inside a crowded, noisy nightclub. Now jump ahead to a 2-year-old playing a fast-paced game on a tablet. Every time they tap the screen, something explodes in a shower of stars and joyful music. It looks like high-level coordination, but their brain's reward center is being flooded with an unnatural amount of dopamine. The danger isn't the screen itself, it's the displacement. For every hour spent tapping a flat surface, that toddler is missing out on gravity, balance, and the rich sensory experience of the real world. And when the screen turns off, that sudden drop in dopamine is why we get those epic, floor-shaking meltdowns. Their nervous system is quite literally experiencing a chemical crash. We live in a digital world, so our goal isn't total elimination. It is mindful balance. Here are 3 simple, positive habits you can weave into your day starting right now. First, practice sensory balancing. For every 15 minutes your child spends looking at a flat screen, intentionally give them 30 minutes of high tactile, real-world play. Let them splash in a sink of water, squish Play-Doh, or roll a real ball outside. Their brain needs 3-dimensional sensory inputs to anchor their spatial awareness and motor skills. Second, turn screens into a social event through co-viewing. If your toddler is watching a show, sit with them and act as the bridge between the screen and reality. Narrate the action by saying, "Look at that big green frog. He's jumping just like we do." By turning a passive screen into a live, serve and return conversation, you unlock the learning potential of that media. Third, establish a firm digital sunset. Turn off all screens at least 60 minutes before bedtime. The blue light from devices aggressively suppresses melatonin, the brain's natural sleep hormone. Replacing screens with soft lighting and a physical book an hour before bed protects the deep, restorative sleep cycles their brains need to process everything they learned that day. Please remember, using a screen to get 20 minutes of peace so you can make dinner or just take a breath does not make you a bad parent. It makes you a human being doing a beautiful, exhausting job. Your real-world presence, your eye contact, and your gentle voice are infinitely more powerful than any smartphone. Every child's brain develops on its own beautiful timeline. So if you ever have persistent questions about your child's attention span, eye contact, or speech milestones, always feel free to consult your pediatrician for personalized guidance. What is your child's absolute favorite show or app right now, and how do they act when it's time to turn it off? Let me know in the comments below. I love hearing your stories. If this video brought you some peace of mind, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the Baby Mind Coach, and check out our next video on managing toddler transitions right here. Keep showing up, you're doing wonderfully. See you next time.